On November 26, 2025, a powerful and far-reaching winter storm is making its presence felt across North America, marking the arrival of the season's first major weather event. From the northern plains to the southern coastlines, communities are bracing for a dramatic shift in conditions as this system sweeps across the continent. Here at the Weather Channel, we've named this formidable system Winter Storm Alston. The name was carefully selected to help raise awareness and ensure that people everywhere can easily follow updates, warnings, and safety information. By giving the storm a name, we aim to make communication clearer and more effective, especially as the situation evolves rapidly. Although naming winter storms isn't an official government practice, it's become an important tool for public safety. When a storm has a name, it's easier for families, schools, and businesses to stay informed and take action. People can track the storm's progress, share information with loved ones, and make timely decisions about travel, work, and school closures. Alston is classified as a powerful mid-latitude cyclone, a type of storm that forms when cold, dense air from the north collides with warm, moist air from the south. This clash of air masses creates a dynamic environment, fueling intense winds, heavy precipitation, and rapidly changing weather conditions. The storm's energy is visible from space, with swirling clouds and a well-defined center. The impacts of Alston are widespread and varied. In the Dakotas and the Midwest, blizzard conditions are making travel nearly impossible, while cities further south are experiencing torrential rain and severe thunderstorms. Even the Caribbean is feeling the storm's reach, with strong winds and rough seas battering coastal communities. This is a system that truly spans thousands of miles. Over the coming days, Winter Storm Alston will continue to bring a mix of snow, wind, rain, and a dramatic drop in temperatures to millions of people. Residents are urged to prepare for power outages, hazardous roads, and rapidly changing conditions. Whether you're facing heavy snow, icy winds, or flooding rains, it's important to stay alert and ready. Stay tuned as we break down what to expect in your area, provide the latest updates, and share tips to help you stay safe during this significant winter event. Your safety is our top priority as Winter Storm Alston continues its journey across North America. Winter Storm Alston is dumping tremendous snow across the upper Midwest, especially the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Northern Wisconsin could see over 20 inches of heavy, wet snow, enough to cripple infrastructure and cause widespread power outages. The border region between North and South Dakota faces 10 to 15 inches, while Minneapolis is bracing for a deep winter blanket. This is dense, difficult to clear snow, posing risks to roofs and making travel treacherous. Municipal crews will struggle to keep up, and many roads may remain impassable for days. The timing, just before Thanksgiving, will disrupt travel plans for many. Snowfall rates may exceed 2 inches per hour, reducing visibility to near zero. Alston is setting the stage for a long, cold winter across the northern U.S. What makes Alston truly dangerous is the combination of heavy snow and powerful winds, creating blizzard conditions. Many areas will see winds over 35 miles per hour and near zero visibility for hours. Cities like Chicago and Detroit will experience gusts up to 43 miles per hour, causing major disruptions. Urban areas face blowing snow, flying debris, and significant airport delays. Travel is extremely hazardous. Whiteouts can quickly disorient and strand drivers. Emergency services may be unable to reach those in need. Even after the snow stops, strong winds will continue to drift snow and keep roads impassable. Officials are issuing widespread travel warnings and closing highways. Alston is a stark reminder of how wind amplifies winter storm dangers. While the north faces snow, Alston's southern side is fueling severe thunderstorms across the southeast. A potent cold front is triggering storms in Mississippi and Alabama, with risks of tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail. Warm, humid air from the Gulf and strong jet stream winds create ideal conditions for severe weather. Residents must have reliable ways to receive warnings, as storms can develop rapidly, often after dark. Straight-line winds over 70 miles per hour can cause widespread damage. This outbreak highlights the storm's dual personality: snow in the north, violent storms in the south. The same system drives both threats, showing how interconnected our weather can be. You don't need snow to be in the path of Alston's danger. Behind Alston, a relentless surge of frigid Arctic air barrels southward, marking the arrival of one of the coldest air masses of the season. This isn't just a typical winter chill, this is a true Arctic outbreak, with air that originated near the North Pole now sweeping across the continent. The cold front, visible from space, stretches for hundreds of miles, pushing a wall of icy air deep into the heart of the United States. As this Arctic air invades, temperatures will plunge dramatically across the central and eastern U.S., shattering records in some locations. Cities that enjoyed mild weather just hours before will suddenly find themselves in the grip of a deep freeze, with temperature drops so rapid they can catch even seasoned residents off guard. In many areas, the mercury will fall 20 to 30 degrees in just a few hours. This rapid drop triggers a dangerous flash freeze, instantly transforming wet roads and sidewalks into sheets of ice. Drivers and pedestrians alike will need to be on high alert, as conditions can deteriorate in minutes. The coldest air will settle over the upper Midwest, where a thick snowpack already blankets the ground. Here, daytime highs will struggle to rise above freezing, and the snow will remain locked in place, creating a winter landscape that feels almost unyielding. Overnight, temperatures will plummet into the single digits or even below zero, especially in rural areas. Heating systems will be pushed to their limits, and those without adequate shelter or resources will face life-threatening conditions. Vulnerable populations, including the elderly and homeless, are at particular risk during these bitterly cold nights. As the Arctic air mass continues its eastward march, it will bring a taste of true winter even to regions that rarely see snow. Cities accustomed to rain may wake up to a blanket of white as temperatures drop low enough to turn precipitation from rain to snow, catching many off guard. One of the most insidious dangers will be black ice, which forms quickly and is nearly invisible on roadways. Bridges and overpasses are especially vulnerable, becoming slick and treacherous long before other surfaces freeze. Motorists should exercise extreme caution, as even a short drive can become hazardous. Persistent biting winds will sweep across the landscape, driving wind chills to dangerously low levels. In some places, exposed skin can develop frostbite in just minutes. The combination of cold and wind will make outdoor activities not just uncomfortable, but potentially deadly. The extreme cold can freeze pipes in homes and businesses, leading to costly damage and water outages. Emergency preparations are essential, insulating pipes, checking heating systems, and ensuring that vulnerable neighbors have what they need to stay safe. Alston's cold is an invisible but potent threat, seeping into every corner of daily life. As the bitter air settles in, it's a stark reminder of nature's power and the importance of being prepared for whatever winter may bring. Even as Alston moves on, the weather pattern across the United States remains highly active and unsettled, keeping millions on alert. The atmosphere is primed for more turbulent days ahead, and meteorologists are closely monitoring the evolving situation. With more storms on the way, communities from coast to coast are bracing for another round of severe weather. The threat is far from over, and the next chapter of this active pattern is already unfolding. Another significant system is forecast to develop over the south-central U.S. around November 28th, drawing in moisture and energy from the Gulf of Mexico. This setup is expected to trigger a new wave of hazardous conditions. The southern states could see intense thunderstorms, heavy rainfall, and the risk of damaging winds or even isolated tornadoes. Residents should stay weather-aware and have emergency plans ready. Meanwhile, the northern tier will once again be threatened by accumulating snow and dangerous ice, making travel hazardous and increasing the risk of power outages. The exact track and intensity of this system remain uncertain, as small shifts could dramatically change who sees the worst impacts. Forecasters are watching for signs that the storm could shift further east or south. If that happens, wintry precipitation could reach areas that rarely see snow or ice this early in the season, stretching into the southern and eastern U.S. and catching many off guard. At the same time, a third storm system is likely to develop in the west, bringing a fresh round of rain to valleys and heavy snow to the mountain ranges. This storm will move inland, spreading precipitation across multiple states and adding to the mounting weather challenges. All of this signals a prolonged period of back-to-back storms, with little time for communities to recover between each event. The relentless pace is testing emergency services and local resources. first responders and residents alike are feeling the strain, as damaged homes and infrastructure struggle to withstand repeated blows from nature. Areas hit hard by Alston may face even more snow or ice before they have a chance to recover, with cleanup efforts complicated by new rounds of precipitation. Persistent cold temperatures mean that any new precipitation in the north will likely fall as snow or ice, deepening the winter grip and increasing the risk of dangerous conditions. The end of Alston is just the beginning. As winter tightens its hold, communities across the country must prepare for a challenging season ahead, marked by relentless storms and the need for resilience. Alston's influence extends south, bringing heavy rain and flooding to Mexico and Cuba. A stalled cold front over the Gulf of Mexico will trigger persistent rainfall in eastern Mexico, with totals exceeding 6 inches in some areas. Saturated ground and high rivers mean flash flooding and landslides are likely, especially in Veracruz and surrounding states. Residents should heed local warnings and be ready for possible evacuations. Cuba will also see widespread rain, with the heaviest amounts along the north coast and interior. Flooding raises public health concerns, including increased mosquito-borne diseases. The same system brings very different threats to different regions. Alston's reach extends into Central and Northern South America, bringing torrential rain and flooding. Costa Rica, Panama, and Nicaragua's Caribbean coasts could see up to 8 inches of rain, triggering flash floods and mudslides. Colombia's mountainous regions face over 6 inches of rain, with high landslide risk. Northwestern Venezuela will also see heavy downpours and rising rivers. The Caribbean Sea will be rough, with waves up to 3 meters off Colombia, posing hazards for shipping. Even as the risk of a tropical cyclone is low, marine conditions remain dangerous. One storm, many impacts, blizzards in the north, floods and rough seas in the south. Winter Storm Alston is more than a Midwest snowstorm. It's a vast, powerful system affecting 2 continents. From Arctic cold in the Great Lakes to tropical floods in Colombia, all are linked to the same storm. This event shows how weather ignores borders, bringing diverse threats to millions. For the north, the dangers are snow, blizzards, and deep cold. For the south, it's severe storms and flooding. The name Alston unifies these threats, helping people stay alert and prepared. More storms are lining up, promising a long, active winter ahead. Now is the time to review and enact winter preparedness plans. Alston is a powerful reminder of the atmosphere's reach and the importance of staying informed and ready.